not least, Berserker. I'll suck your brains! What's up, YouTubers, one and all? Mine is Fate1987, and today I got myself something from Comic-Con. I'm going to be saying this for quite a few long videos. Today is the Transformers The Last Night Premiere Edition Deluxe Class Berserker. So, here is the bio. It's a 2-word bio, Raging Destroyer. They really went pathetic on the bios. On the back of your box, get your obligatory product shot, and we don't see these often anymore. This is also closed packaging, which is going to be for like a lot of these figures that I got today, which is surprising. 17 steps, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's open up this bad boy and see how cool he actually is. And here we finally have Berserker out of his packaging. And yes, he does come with weapons. These actually do store underneath him. And by the way, I wasn't going to review this figure for a while, but I recently got the Studio Series Mohawk as seen in the Megatron review. And I just had to review him because he was part of Megatron's kill squad, so there was that. And this is how you can store them underneath the vehicle mode, and you know what? It actually still rolls well. Turning to some side comparison, let's bring in a regular Deluxe. So why not? Bring in our favorite cop boy. I still need to get the Last Night version. Let's bring in something, obviously you people will know if you watch Dark of the Moon. So yeah, these could also be the Dreads. Which, honestly, this is more like my crankcase, but at the same time it is Berserker. And before we forget, we do have some instructions to look at. Oh, there you go. And on the back, it's basically the same thing, just shortened out, and I kind of wish they do these again, but yeah, I definitely want the barricade one. These are the type of instructions I kind of miss, where they actually show back and forth. But for stuff like triple changers like this, I can totally understand. So there's that. If you want other, like a Voyager class to scale, well, look no further than the Last Night Megatron, because, well, they were from the same film. You want the core class? Fine, I'll give you Mohawk early. Again, you're welcome. There you go. And then for a leader class comparison, let's bring in... Well, let's bring in Prime. I think he ran one of these over during the film. Not sure. But there you go, and yeah. So let's get Prime out. And let's just transform it. So first thing, actually, hold up. Sorry. So, yeah, now it's officially time for transformation. The first thing we're doing is, of course, taking these off. And, by the way, this guy self-destructs like you will not believe. And you'll see what I mean in just a minute. To transform Berserker, we're going to self-destruct him. What do I mean by self-destruct? Yeah, that's what I mean. This thing fucking self-destructs. It is unreal. It is just kind of flip that there, It's just sad. It's just sad at how little this figure really holds up in the end. Which is to say, not at all. And yet this figure is being scalped for like 50, 60 on eBay. Like, what the hell? I'm lucky I got this for 15 at a Comic-Con. Is it here supposed to split? Yeah, I am supposed to split there. Okay. So you just kind of lift it all up, like so. Spin these around. The worst part is this figure barely stands. And yet I managed to keep this figure for a while. I mean, is something wrong with me? Or is just I'm collecting this just because it's fucking Berserker / Crankcase? Like, that's really the main thing here. Like, everything else about this figure is kind of bleh, to be honest. Like, the QC is just off. I only got this because it was 15 and I needed dreads. I want to start collecting dreads because I heard rumors that this year we will be getting the... It's like the thing is, this transformation is so bullshit. I'm not even talking about how to transform it. I just showed you and that was it. So, yeah. And what's worse is that you have to bend him in order to make him stand. It's pathetic and it sucks. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But this figure needed so much better. The crankcase mold doesn't help with this, unfortunately. Not the crankcase mold. The crowbar mold. Which I only plan to get only just because of crowbar. And then, hopefully, Hatchet releases this year. But, yeah, this is just a huge freaking letdown. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay. This guy has some problems. Oh, boy. Okay, so he's got a ball joint for the head. It can look up and down, kind of like a Predator or whatnot. He's got, like, Predator, like... tendencies about him. He's got like a hinge neck, so it can go like oonts, oonts, oonts. He's got ball joints at the arms, at the shoulders. They could go out that far. He's got a bicep swivel, thankfully. No waist, no wrist. The wrist doesn't even do anything. The legs can kick forward that far, and nothing. Mainly due to this jump. Actually kick back that far. They can straighten out, but it just kind of creates like this. So at best, he could do like a less than 90. I don't know. He's got thigh swivel, and he's got this for the foot. Like, that's literally it. So he's lanky and he's weird. He's just weird. Also, at the time of this recording, they officially revealed Hatchet. So now I am definitely obligated to get Crowbar, who I've heard is worse than this version, which is saying something, considering the fact that this figure is already kind of crap. But oh well, and he's got weak-ass knees, weak-ass feet, ankles. Oh my god, fucking stand. Stand, damn it! Okay, he's standing, so let's do side comparison before he falls over. So, side comparison, first of all, we're gonna be comparing to not only the next of Megatron's crew, but also the next of the reviews we'll be doing. Mohawk. Yes. You thought I wouldn't get Mohawk. Haha, wrong. Let's bring in some other Deluxe classes, which are far superior. Fuck it, these two. Here. Just kind of goes to show who they are. Next to Ironhide. Who blew his face off? Yeah. Next to the Last Night Megatron, because you think I wouldn't, but I do. I would. And finally, next to... Where is he? Where'd I put him? Okay, there he is. Actually, no. Let's do something a little bit different. Next to... Scourge. Who is finally fixed now, but... Of course, he does have a few extra things about him. And I still need to get the upgrade, but I can't because here's the thing, I'm on a crunch now. I cannot buy any more figures. What I have is what I have left. And some of those are still selling anyway, so there's that. So without further ado, we're going to go back to transformation finally. Oh, and yes, he can use his weapons, but to the point where we're just not gonna put it in hand. But to be honest, why would we? Honestly, the video is almost over. So first up, obviously, just flipping the feet and kind of straighten it out like so, and like so. So we're gonna start with this for now. We're going to leave it like this for now. So, obviously, we're going to shove the head like this, or is it like this? I can't tell which way. Honestly, I want to say this way. So, like that. We're going to bring the arms up and around. And then, there's this little... Well, obviously, we got to lift that up. So, obviously, there's this little slot right here. It's not going to do much. Let's focus. Focus. There we go. So that little slot is going to go right onto that nub right there. Kind of like that. And that's kind of going to rest there. And we're going to bring the arm up. We're going to bring this whole section down. And then bring the hand down like so. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Bring this out so we could pull this around like so. Push this up, push this down. So it seems easy, but this is where it's going to get a little difficult. So we're going to bring all this down, and yes, it's a shell former, like I alluded to earlier. And this shell former can blast apart like no fucking other. So bring all of this out. This is where it gets tricky. Like, real tricky. You need to have, like, patience with this figure at this point. That's how tricky it is. So, obviously, we're also going to, bring all of these panels out and around. And we're going to bring this panel out just enough. And this is where it's going to get convoluted real quickly. So, my best thing to do first is connect the feet to the arms. Which can be a fucking pain in the ass. I'm not going to lie. And why did I even agree to do this review? God damn it. So, there's a slot there that goes into a section right there on the leg. It supposedly holds that together, while this piece kind of just shoves in there. And this is basically what it's supposed to look like without all the extra junk. Then this is supposed to come up down like so, and this is where you're gonna need everything lined up, or else nothing is gonna go right at all. It's a pain. This figure is a fucking pain. Do I recommend it? Only if you're collecting Studio Series and Dreads. Okay, so we're done with that part. So now, what's left is we're going to take this bumper piece and while we have this straight, shove it in there. And all that's left is pushing the panels in. And it's harder than it looks, honestly. It is. Because they keep popping out. Because it is not a stable ass transformation. Not unless you have everything lined up, and even then, things will pop off left and right. I don't want it all like that. And I'm not going to fiddle around with weapon storage. There is Berserker in his vehicle mode and the end of the review. Like I said during the side comparison portion, the next review is going to be Mohawk. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the notifications bell for more updates of videos. And I also hope you please like, comment, share, and subscribe, as we're trying to reach 500 subscribers for April. But I kind of realize we are officially on crunch time, because there's a reason why I need to be done by April. And I feel like officially I failed that goal, so I might as well just bump out all the reviews as much as I can. Even Unicron, which I was supposed to be saving for last, but it's still gonna be last. It's gonna be an earlier last, and it's possibly gonna be bigger than before. So, yeah. And as always, till all are one.